so glad to see you. I'm so glad you're tuning in for Poetry and Props. Hopefully you've been practicing and getting better and better at some of the poems that you're doing. And I've not watched the news this week. Maybe some people are getting on the news, because if you want to be on the news, you can, on a Choate's chat, you can email Mrs. Choate, see if you can be on the news. That would be so fun. You could do 1 or 2 poems probably, because it's a little bit of time that you'd have to do them. So we're going to do a little review poems today. Remember that you want to be using your voice, having lots of different voices, and the loudness and the softness of your voice. Your face you want to have moving, your hands you want to have moving, and props if you have them. If you don't have them, you can make people believe whatever you want. But if you want to make a few, that's fun to do. Cardboard boxes, things coming from Amazon, all kinds of things you can make props out of. So, first one we're going to do is Remoto Dad. If you have somebody that would come and be in the poem with you, that would be great. I might tie it a little too tight. Hold on. If not, you can just do it. But it is fun to have somebody standing there. I'm going to have to get Mr. Colby to come in and be my singing and dancing and coughing guy. Because you push the remote control, and your person does all the stuff over here when they go out. So that's what you do. Here we go. It's just like a TV remote control, except that it works on fathers. You just say the thing you want him to do, and he does it without any bother. You want him to dance, push number 5, and then he goes la 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 la. You want him to sing, push 7, la 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 la. You want him to raise your allowance a bit, simply push 11. Here's your allowance, son. Thank you, Dad. If you want him quiet, just hit mute, and that's when you're downable. 14 will make him cough. You want him to stop picking on you, yelling and telling you what not to do, stop bossing you for an hour or 2, simply push power off. Or however you want him to be off. And you don't even have to worry about exactly pushing the buttons. Who cares? You just pretend you push number 11, pretend you push number 7. But take some time when you push the button to go, 14 will make him cough. So you take some time pushing, and then they do their part acting. That's a super fun one to do that you can do with friends, but they love to do too. People like to be the person acting out. Some people like to do it, and I'd have a whole bunch of people in the class who would go, I want to be the one acting out, because it was a fun part of the poem. The next one we're going to do is Crocodile's Toothache. I do not have my doctor coat on, and I do not have my pliers today, because I want to do my Something's Missing. But you don't have to have anything. You can just tell the story to people. You don't have to have anything in your hand, and you don't have to even look like anything. So we'll practice it that way. Hello, I'm Mrs. Colby, and I'm going to be presenting Crocodile's Toothache. The crocodile went to the dentist, and he sat down in the chair. And the dentist said, Now tell me, sir, why does it hurt and where? And the crocodile said, I'll tell you the truth. I have a terrible ache in my tooth. And he opened his jaws, use your mysterious voice, opened his jaws so wide, that the dentist, he climbed right inside. And the dentist laughed. Oh, isn't this fun, as he pulled the teeth out one by one. And the crocodile cried, You're hurting me so. Please put down your pliers and let me go. But the dentist just laughed with a ho, ho, ho. And he said, I still have 12 to go. Oops, that's the wrong one, I confess. But what's one crocodile's tooth more or less? Then suddenly, use your suddenly voice, suddenly the jaws went snap. And the dentist was gone, right off the map. Where he went, one can only guess, to the north or the south or the east or the west. He left no forwarding address, but what's one dentist more or less? Let the crocodile finish it up, because he's the one going, what's one dentist more or less? Throw him out. Great and fun one to do. And this is the one we're going to do next week. We're going to do 2 more days on Something's Missing, and they are in there. And then we're going to switch over and do Crocodile's Toothache. And that takes a while to practice, but sometimes it's a little easier because it's such a story. And you have to have 3 voices. And when we do it in the library and in my classroom, we had 3 different people be the voices. One person was the narrator, one person's the crocodile, and one person's the dentist. The narrator's the trickiest one because you have to keep coming in, done, coming in, done. You do all the in-betweener parts, but still super fun. So that is a great one. Let's do a little review on play ball. Here we go. You ready? Okay, let's play. I think we have everything we need. I'll be the strong-armed pitcher who throws with blinding speed. And Pete, he'll be the catcher who squats low and pounds his mitt. And Mike will be the home run king who snarls and waits to hit. Crack! Now make sure you're looking up at the ball. One loud, long, hard and high, way out beyond the wall. Okay, let's get started. What? Oh, you? You can be the ball. That's a fun one to do too. All right, some of our old ones we've done. Our tree house. Let's do that one today. A tree house, a free house, a secret you and me house. High up in the leafy branches, cozy as can be house. A street house, a neat house, a be sure you wipe your feet house. That's not my kind of house at all. Let's go live in a tree house. Good job. What about homework machine? Have you forgotten that one? Let's try homework machine. Remember, this is when you feel like you're going to look at your prop, but you want to keep your face out here and your voice out here talking to your audience. So let's try this one. Remember, it's the most perfect contraption that has ever been seen. Here we go. The homework machine. Oh, the homework machine. The most perfect contraption that has ever been seen. Just put in your homework, drop in a dime, blink, snap on the switch, and in 10 seconds time, your homework comes out quick and clean as can be. Here it is. 9 plus 4, and the answer is 3. 3? Oh, me. I guess it's not as perfect as I thought it would be. Make sure when you pull your homework out, even if you don't have a piece of paper, if you do, that's a great thing to do. But today I didn't bring anything, so you can see if you have it, you can make people believe you have it. And you want to be very proud. Here it is, 9 plus 4. And the answer is 3. And then get your shocked face on. 3. Oh, me. I guess it's not as perfect as I thought it would be. Great job. I can tell you've been practicing. And remember, if you want to do it over and over and over again, you just back it up a little bit, do it again, back it up a little bit, do it again, and you will be a pro in no time. So let's do Melinda May. That's one of our other most recent ones. Remember, she ate a monstrous whale. So you ready for that? You can say, hello, my name is Mrs. Colby, and you can say your name. My name is Samuel, and I'm going to be presenting Melinda May. Have you ever heard of Melinda May? She ate a monstrous whale. She said she could. She said she would. So she started right in at the tail. And everyone said, you're much too small. But that didn't bother Melinda at all. She took little bites and chewed very slow, just like a good girl should. Oh, and in 89 years, she ate that whale because she said she would. Good job, bravo. Good voices, you gotta have a grandma voice. You have to have a great storytelling voice. And when you're doing a poem like that where you're just telling about it, you have to have parts on your face that your eyebrows go up and your head tilts and leans in. Just practice with some different things like that. Leaning around, try it several different ways. You could go, have you ever heard of Melinda May? She ate a monstrous whale. She said she could. She said she would, so she started right in at the tail. You can come at it so many different ways, and each time you practice it, I'm sure every time I do it, it's a little bit different. Okay, so for our 2 new poems that we're doing, that are so fun, the kids usually like this one the best of all poems. Well, I can't say that because I love Crocodile Toothache, Jimmy Jet and TV Set, but this is Something's Missing. And again, I forgot to put socks on. I wore my tennies, but no socks. So here we go, and you want to have some kind of shorts on, so it looks like you maybe don't have any pants on. But of course I'm going to be wearing shorts. Here we go. I'm going to be presenting, I'm Mrs. Colby, and I'm going to be presenting Something's Missing. I remember I put on my socks. I remember I put on my shoes. I remember I put on my tie that was painted in beautiful purples and blues. I remember I put on my coat to look perfectly grand at the dance. Yet I feel there's something I may have forgot. What is it? What is it? Your pants. I'm going to try it again. And when you're saying my socks, my shoes, look down for a minute. Point at everything. Okay, here we go. Try it again. I remember I put on my socks. And I remember I put on my shoes. I remember I put on my tie. It was painted in beautiful purples and blues. I remember I put on my coat to look perfectly grand at the dance. Yet I feel there is something I may have forgot. What is it? What is it? Your pants. Okay. And our next one we're going to do, I sure do wish you guys were sitting out here. It's so much more fun in the library when we do it. And all the kids cheer for each other and everybody's so happy. We get the karaoke machine out because everybody sounds better on a karaoke machine. I'll have to get it out next time and we'll do this one. It sounds so good. So our last one is Bear in There. And this is about opening the refrigerator door, or they call it the Frigidare, and there's a polar bear sitting in there. And you want to have your voice, and he lets out a roar. Have that quiet voice and then a big thing to scare the people around you. So here we go. Bear in There. There's a polar bear in my Frigidare. He likes it because it's cold in there. With his seat in the meat and his face in the fish and his big hairy paws in our buttery dish. He's nibbling the noodles. He's munching the rice. He is slurping our soda. Ew, he's licking our ice. And he lets out a roar when you open that door. And it gives me a scare to know he's in there. That polar bear in our Frigidare. Good job. Get all your voices? And you have to make people believe you're looking at the bear. So when you're saying he's munching, nibbling the noodles, munching the rice, slurping soda, licking the ice, you have to pretend like you're really looking in there and then look back at the camera to tell them what he's doing. So that's a part that you'll have to work on. Nibbling noodles, munching rice, slurping soda, licking ice. And then he lets out a roar. Okay, let's try it again. Hello, my name is Mrs. Colby, and I'm going to be presenting Bear in There. Ah, there's a polar bear in my Frigidare. He likes it because it's cold in there, with his seat in the meat, and his face in the fish, and his big hairy paws in our buttery dish. He's nibbling the noodles. He's munching the rice. He is slurping our soda. Oh, he's licking our ice. And he lets out a roar when you open that door. And it gives me a scare to know he's in there. That polar bear in my Frigidare. Great job, you guys. So we're going to do one more day of these 2 poems and we'll move on to some others. Go back to any episodes that we've had before and we work on the poems one at a time, nice and slow. So you can go back to the very beginning and start over again to remember some of the great poems that we've done. So you're going to be a poetry pocket person before you know it. You could even make a t-shirt with little pockets on it and stick your little poems in it. All right. Well, till tomorrow, I can't wait to see you. Keep practicing your poems and presenting to whoever will listen. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.